Hello students, in today's video on parallel lines, we shall be doing sum number 4, 5 and 6 of practice set 2.2. So let us start with the fourth sum of practice set 2.2. This is the question and the figure for the question is here. Let's read the question now. In figure 2.21, if ray BA is parallel to DE and angle C is 50 degrees and angle D is 100 degree, find the measure of angle ABC. The hint is also provided in the question here that you have to draw a line passing through point C and parallel to line AB. Now the hint may be given in the exam, may not be given. So accordingly you will have to write the solution. So let's write the given. In given you have the first given, that is ray BA. This is ray BA parallel to ray DE. Angle C is 50 degrees and angle D is 100 degrees. You have to find angle A, B and C. This is the angle that you have to find. Now in order to find this, we have to construct, as per the hint, we will have to construct a line XY passing through C and parallel to AB. Okay, so let's have line XY. This is line XY which is parallel to line AB. So this is line AB. Now it is, and this is parallel to line AB. Now what is given in the question, student? It is next, what is else is given? That is ray BA is parallel to ray DE. Now ray BA means it is ray BA is a part of line AB. So we will be referring to ray AB now as line AB because rays are subsets of lines. So ray BA is parallel to ray DE. That's why I have taken line here, because ray is a subset of a line. Okay, now we know that these AB and XY are parallel because of construction. AB and DE are parallel to each other. That means we can say that line XY is parallel to line DE or ray DE from 1 and 2. Hope this statement is clear. Now in this step, next step, we have this angle EDC. This is EDC is given. This and angle DCX. They are forming alternate angles, and since because they are alternate angles between two parallel lines, they will be congruent. So therefore we will write the next step as angle EDC congruent to angle DCX, alternate angles. Now here value of EDC is given as 100 degrees. Now if EDC is 100, DCX will also be 100 degrees. So let's write the statement. EDC is equal to 100 degrees. Therefore angle DCX will also be 100. So now we have got DCX as 100. So angle DCX, which is this in the figure, okay, is equal to angle DCB, okay, plus angle BCX. So I have written angle DCX is equal to angle DCB, the yellow angle, plus the red angle. Okay, now we know the value of DCX as 100. We know the value of DCB as 50. Angle C is 50 and DCB is 50. So we will be substituting and getting the value of angle BCX. So let us substitute. We get 100 is equal to 50 plus angle BCX. So 100 minus 50 will be angle BCX, and therefore we get angle BCX is equal to 50 degrees. Now we have got the red angle as 50 degrees. Now students, we know the relation between XY and AB. They are parallel to each other. Okay, that is the construction. So the required angle is angle ABC. We need to find the measure of this green angle, and we know that angle BCX, we have got the measurement of angle BCX here as 50 degrees. Now what type of angles are they? They are interior angles, and they are lying between two parallel lines. So when they lie between two parallel lines, the sum of this green angle and the red angle will be 180 degrees. So what is the name? What is the name of this green angle? It is angle ABC plus angle BCX equal to 180 degrees. They are interior angles. So now we will substitute BCX as 50 and get the value of ABC as 180 minus 50 equal to 130. Therefore we can say that angle ABC is equal to 130 degrees. Let's take the next question. The fifth question. In figure 2.2, ray AE is parallel to ray BD and AF is the bisector of angle EAB and ray BC is the bisector of angle ABD. Prove that line AF is parallel to line BC. Let's have the figures, students. Now, let's write what is given. It's given that AE is parallel to BD, which we have written. Then AF is a bisector of angle EAB and ray BC is the bisector of angle ABD. So, three things were given which we have written. Next, let's write what we have to prove. So, we have to prove line AF is parallel to line BC. Okay, let's start with the proof. Now, in the proof, we will start with this statement. Okay, so let's write this statement. Ray AF is a bisector of angle EAB. It's given. So, let's understand the meaning of this. So, ray AF, this is ray AF, which is parallel to, which is the bisector of angle EAB. Now, because this is a bisector, we know that angle EAF will be equal to FAB. Okay, and we will take them to be X. So let's write that statement. Angle EAF, the pink angle, equal to the orange angle, equal to X. Now, because if this is if each of them is X, then what will be the bigger angle? EAB will be 2X. So let's write EAB equal to 2X. Now we have taken as the first, we started with ray AF as a bisector. Now let's take the next step where we take the next bisector. That is ray BC is the bisector of angle ABD. So let's have a look at the figure. Ray BC is the bisector of angle ABD. Okay. Now if this is a bisector, we know that these two angles, that is angle ABC, will be equal to angle CBD, and we will assume them to be Y. So let's write it. Angle ABC equal to angle CBD equal to Y. So if each of them is Y, the bigger angle, the blue angle will be 2Y, that is angle ABD will be equal to 2Y. Okay, hope this part is clear. Now we have taken these two statements. Now we will take the next, we will assume, take this statement. That is ray AE is parallel to BD. Ray AE means it is this ray, parallel to BD is this ray. It's given. So we can say that angle EAB will be congruent to angle ABD. Now by now you must be knowing why they are congruent, because they are alternate angles. Okay, so because they are alternate angles, they will be equal. So we will write here angle AEB is equal, EAB is congruent to angle ABD, alternate angles. So we will write next step, 7th step, that is 2x will be equal to 2y. Why? Because EAB is 2x and ABD is 2y. So we have written this. In the next step, we will cancel off this 2 and we will get x is equal to y. Now we have got x is equal to y. So which x? There are two angles that are x and two angles that are y. So we will now look at the figure. I'm going to take this x, angle AFAB and angle ABC. Now you would have understood why I have taken, they form alternate angles. So let's write which are those angles. Angle FAB is equal to angle ABC. They are from 2, 4 and 8. Okay. Now these are not, the angle FAB and angle ABC are equal. But what type of angles are they? They are alternate angles. Okay. So we can say that ray AF is parallel to ray BC, or line AF is parallel to line BC. So let's have that. Line AF parallel to line BC. Reason is alternate angles test. Now why alternate angles test? Because the alternate angles were congruent, the lines are parallel. So it is alternate angles test. So hence we have proved the question that line AF is parallel to BC. Hope you have understood the proof, students. Let's go to the next question. Question number 6. A transversal EF of line AB and line CD intersects the lines at P and Q respectively. Ray PR and ray QS are parallel and bisectors of angle PBQ, BPQ and PQC respectively. Prove that line AB is parallel to line CD. So this is the figure. Let's understand the question. a transversal EF. So this is transversal EF of lines AB and CD. They intersect each other at P and Q. Ray PR, this is ray PR and ray QS are parallel to each other. So this PR and QS are parallel and they are also bisectors of angle BPQ and PQC respectively. Prove that line AB is parallel to line CD. Okay. Now let us write what is given. This given, see students, here it is given that ray PR and ray QS are parallel. So how do we write given? Ray PR parallel to ray QS. And it is also given that ray PR are bisectors of angle BPQ. So PR is a bisector of BPQ and QS is a bisector of PQC. So we have written this as three different statements. What you have to prove? Line AB parallel to line CD. Now this proof is similar to the proof that we did earlier, the fifth question. Okay, but so let's write the proof. Like in the previous sum, we started with the first bisector. Here also we'll start with the first bisector, that is ray PR is a bisector of angle BPQ. So ray PR is the bisector of angle BPQ. So when this is a bisector, we know which two angles will be equal. We will have BPR congruent to RPQ, the pink and the blue angles, and we will assume here to it to be X. So angle BPR is equal to angle RPQ equal to X. Okay. We will consider them to be X. So what will happen to BPQ? Angle BPQ will be equal to 2X. So angle BPQ is equal to 2X. Now we'll take the statement, that is ray QS is a bisector of angle PQC. So let's have ray QS bisector of angle PQC. So when this is a bisector, we know which two angles are equal. Angle PQS will be equal to angle SQC. So let's write it. Angle PQS, the green angle, equal to the red angle, that is SQC equal to Y. Okay, therefore we can say that angle, the bigger angle, that is angle PQC, will be equal to 2Y. Now the next step, what is the next step? To start with what was given, that is ray PR is parallel to ray QS. So ray PR parallel to ray QS. So if these two lines are parallel, so we know that this angle RPQ will be congruent to angle PQS. So let's write it. Angle RPQ will be congruent to angle PQS. RPQ is the blue angle and PQS is the green angle. They are equal. Why they are equal? Because they are alternate angles. Now RPQ is congruent to angle PQS. That means I can say that X is equal to Y. See, RPQ is X here in step number 2 and PQS is Y in step number 4. So from 2, 4 and 6 I have X is equal to Y. In the next step I am going to multiply by 2 on both the sides. So therefore I get 2X is equal to 2Y. Why do I get the multiplying by 2? Okay, I have multiplied by 2 on both the sides, so I get 2X is equal to 2Y. Now what is 2X? Angle BPQ. Here I have an angle PQC. Again from 2, 4 and 8. Now which is angle BPQ? Let's have it in the figure. Angle BPQ and angle PQC is this angle. Now if these two angles are equal, that means the lines will be parallel. That means I can say that line AB will be parallel to line CD. Because why? The alternate angles are equal. So I can say that line AB parallel to line CD. Reason is alternate angles test. Hope the proof is clear to you students. Please go through the video 2 to 3 times and write down these 3 questions in your notebook. That's all for the day, children. Thank you.